Hey guys, it's me, Mr. 250, and welcome back to Umineko. What were we doing last? I should have figured that out beforehand. Oh yeah, the last thing we were doing is we were talking to the witches, and there was mention of the way to fight witches is to use the Nox's 10 rules, or 10 commandments thing. Which I still think is silly, but I guess it does give us kind of a step towards actually winning the game instead of just endlessly coming up with random crappy ideas like small bombs. Not that that was a bad idea. So anyway, looks like we are back to the adults arriving at the island. Well, everyone really.
私のせいじゃないわよ。どうしようもないでしょ。たまたま廊下にいて聞かれてたなんて事故でしょ、事故。
予算か二人とも。今回は運が悪かったと思って諦めるんや。男の機嫌なんてほっとけばコロッと治るもんやで。
気分を害したお父さんがおかしな衣装を残さない。
Or is this leaving the island? The relatives took a deep breath and fell into silence.
こら、マリアムはしゃがないの。エンジェちゃんが転んだらどうするの。
お待たせしました。船の準備が整いました。
Yep, they're leaving. Okay, so this is the year before. Angie came, Battley's not here. And they're leaving. Gotcha.
ほな行くで。今はぐちぐち言っても始まらんで。
So, it's been a while since I've seen them actually leave the island.
またのご来島を心よりお待ち申し上げております。
Now their stupid relatives are gone, Grandpa can go outside again. Natsu is sitting on a bench in the rose garden, looking completely worn out. However, when she noticed that Kanon and Kumasawa were coming back, she immediately sat up straight, regaining the dignity of the head's wife.
船は出ましたか。
はい、たった今出港なされました。
そうでしたか。見送りご苦労でした。主人はどうしてますか。
先ほどお部屋にお戻りになりました。お休みになられるとのことです。
Since the previous day, Cross had been almost overwhelmed by anxiety over the thought that Kinzo's death might be discovered. When the family conference ended, his weariness must have suddenly gotten a hold of him. However, the way he had refused to let even a sliver of his true intentions slip out, and the manner in which he had managed to act as though everything was normal, showed that Cross's nerve was nothing to sneeze at.
どうでしたか。彼らはお父様のことを不審がってはおりませんでしたか。
いいえ、親方様に遺産分配の話を立ち聞きされたと。エヴァ様などはそれは大騒ぎでしたとも。ね、あの慌てっぷり。傑作です。
はい、大層取り乱して
It
おい
was
ででし
quite
た。
priceless indeed.
しかし熊沢もなかなかの演技力ですね。あの廊下での慌てっぷりは本当にそこにお父様がいらっしゃったかのようでしたよ。
熊沢さんはそういうのが大変お上手ですから。
あら、やだやだ、褒めすぎですよ。
熊沢の病欠の電話は簡単に信じないよう、よく現地に行っておかなくてはなりませんね。
それは手厳しゅうございますよ、奥さん。
本当にご苦労でした。お前たちと源氏とシャノンには過去1ヶ月分の休暇の買い上げと新たに5日の有給を与えます。秘密の手当ですよ。取得に際しては源氏と相談し、他の使用人たちに気取られないように。
ええ、心得ておりますとも。ねえ。
熊沢さん、声が大きいです。
お、いけないいけない。
そうですね。 この話はこれまでとします。各自通常のお勤めに戻るように。そうそう、ゴーダに特別にお茶の用意をさせました。いただくように。
Natsui let them know that she wanted to be left alone for a while, so that she could drink some black tea in the rose garden. And the black tea which had been carried all the way to the bench was the Sri Lankan tea Dimbula that she had promised Beato, along with Patis. And sitting on either side of this, staring at it curiously, the wife of the head inner witch could be seen.
これがパティスですか。私はてっきり焼き菓子のようなものだとばかり。
Apparently Natsui, not realizing that it had a curry-like spice flavor, had started choking after putting it in her mouth. To describe it in Japanese terms, it was like fried dumplings stuffed with the mashed curry-flavored potatoes. With tea, that's an interesting side dish. As a household dish, it would probably be pretty popular with the kids. However, it was something of a shock to Natsui, who expected that a treat to go with tea would be something sweet.
知らんのか？ディンブラといえばこれだぞ。紅茶ならクッキー。ああ、チョコでもよいな。日本茶なら羊羹だが、塩昆布でもよい。中国茶なら小籠包。わらわは月餅も好きだ。
驚きました。随分と文化に詳しいのですね。
まあ、伊達に1000年は生きておらぬ。世界の名茶は一通り試した。お茶の世界旅行といったところか。
確かに、それは立派な世界旅行ですね。このような紅茶の楽しみ方もあると、今日初めて知りましたので、これは貴重な体験です。
わらわは六軒島より出られぬ身。これくらいしか旅をすることはできぬでな。そなたはどうか、富豪の妻らしく世界を優雅に旅してきたのであろうが。
ジェシカが生まれる前は、主人はいろいろな国に私を連れて行ってくれました。嫁ぐまでは一度も海外旅行をしたことがなかったので、どれも新鮮な体験でしたよ。
そなたも窮屈な家に生まれたらしいな。
厳格でしたが、素晴らしい教育を施してくれましたよ。それを窮屈と呼んでは、お父様とお母様に失礼です。
雄弁に窮屈であると語っておるわ。
Cross might have pitied Natsui, or he might have wanted to take her away from the rigid Ushirimiya family for a little bit and let her rest. Or he might have simply wanted to take his wife around countries he knew well, and show off everything he knew.
主人はお父様と違ってアジアの国が好きで、香港、台湾、韓国にタイ、マレーシアも行きましたっけ？
クラウスめ、金蔵の西洋かぶれに反抗したつもりか。しかしアジアも良いぞ。日本人は丸ごと西洋かぶれだからな。外国といえば西洋しか想像せん。
私も西洋の知識はそこそこにありましたが、東洋の知識はあまりなかったもので、旅先でいろいろと主人にからかわれましたっけ。
Beato secretly peeked into Natsui's heart, which was grumbling that they had all been very tiring trips. That's the problem with jamming too much stuff into a trip. Is you'll just get worn out. I've done it. I've had it happen before. You go on vacation somewhere and you like try to jam too much stuff into it. It's just a terrible experience. You have to have breaks somewhere.
これは瓶籠という。ここでは庶民的な嗜好品だ。
It looked like a small, round, gourd-like nut that had been smashed, with a cucumber wedged in it. At a glance, it looked as though it would probably taste like pickles.
なるほど。
She's so nervous.
これをかじればよいのですか。
As she tried to bite the one her husband was holding, he suddenly moved it away. It felt kind of embarrassing, like she was a fish who took the bait.
まあ待て、貧乏には食べ方がある。確かにかじるのは正しい。かじる、もぐもぐと噛む。しかし食べてはならない。
かじって噛むのに食べてはならないのですか。
うん、かじって噛む、食べてはならん。そして汁も飲んではならん。胃を痛めるからな。
わかりません。どうしてそんなものを食べなければならないのです。
You don't eat something like that.
噛んで味を楽しむ。噛んだくずと汁はこうして紙コップに吐き出す。
あなた、お口の中が真っ赤ですよ。拭いて拭いて。
Even her favorite handkerchief, which she had wiped Cross's mouth with, had bright red marks on it. Something that's poisonous if eaten or drunk, and it makes the inside of your mouth so bright red. And having to spit something out after you put it in your mouth. How indecent. Thinking this, Natsui adamantly refused Cross's invitation.
嫌です、嫌です。結構です、結構です。
こういうのは異文化体験だぞ。ここでしかできない体験をしなければ旅行の意味がない。
Cross kept chewing, ignoring the fact that even his lips were being covered with bright red.
こいつは親父殿も好きでね。昔は取り寄せたのか、屋敷のテラスでももぐもぐやっていたものだ。夏日が来てからはやめたようだね。ほら、君が私よりも尊敬する親父殿も愛用していたんだぞ。
Oh man.
ほらほら、
Yeah, you're gonna trick her into it now.
いやいや、やめて、やめて、あなた。
During travel, Cross had the innocence of a child. He didn't even conceal his jealousy of the respect Natsui normally gave Kinzo. Just being able to see that side of her husband made traveling all the way to another country worthwhile. Cross urged her even harder to bite it. But Natsui, undaunted, ran from place to place and finally yelled that he was being too pushy. Cross was miffed the whole bus ride. What a child. To let something like this get him down. Natsui thought, astounded. Then, a native tourist guide in the bus took out one of those Arca nuts and started explaining about it. It had apparently been a beloved luxury item in these parts since ancient times, similar to tobacco. Just like Natsui had done, it was starting to become disliked by young people and was becoming obsolete. Furthermore, it was treated as a good luck charm in this area, and known as a symbol for couples. She looked at her husband's face. He turned away abruptly, but it looked like his cheeks had gotten a little red.
んで、夫の肩に身を委ねて手なんか握っちゃったりしたわけか。なんだ、そなたら夫婦結構純愛ではないか。燃え上がっちゃったであろう、その晩とか。
Red-faced and avoiding Beato's eye, Natsui tried to hide her embarrassment by swallowing the patis whole, chewing with her cheeks puffed out like a blowfish. Beato said, "Yep, there's nothing better than this to go with tea," and nodded several times, a broad smile on her face.
もっとも、それも新婚の頃の話です。今は六軒島を出ることもできぬ身、カゴの鳥ですよ。
それを言うならわらわも同じよ。死ねども死ねども六軒島よりは逃げられぬ。カゴの鳥はわらわも同じだ。
あなたのことは知りませんし、詮索もしません。 しかし軽んじでぬ境遇であったことは察します。
老名主を気取るつもりもないわ。同じカゴの鳥同士、せいぜい仲良くしようぞ。わらわはそなたを気に入ったぞ。
そうですか。ありがとう。
この度の親族会議における使用人たちへの指示や采配は見事であった。金蔵が何時にどこにいて、何をして何を残したか、それらを見事に共有させ、矛盾なく組み上げた。それらの緻密な計画書は高度な魔法陣のそれと同じ美しさがあったぞ。
To make it look like Kinzo actually existed and was living life his own way. She had written his schedule for the day down to the finest detail, and made the servants follow it to the letter. When did he meet who and where? And what did he leave them? When did he do what, where, and what changed? That was confusing. As a result, even though the relatives never saw Kinzo even once, they hadn't suspected in the slightest that he hadn't been there. Eva and the rest truly believed that Kinzo had just happened to be walking through the hall when he heard them talking about the inheritance, and went into a rage. Everything had gone just as Natsui's plan had predicted, down to the finest detail. And the cooperation by the servants had also worked down to the finest detail.
万一にも知られるわけにはいかぬ秘密ですので、念入りに策を練りましたから。
その緻密さと意志が絶対の成功を呼ぶ。どうやらそなたは魔女としてはラムダデルタ教の一派らしいな。それを魔法と自覚したならば、いつでも魔女見習いを名乗れるレベルだ。
それを魔法と呼ぶなら、熊沢あたりはさしずめ仮病の魔女ですね。忙しい日に限って腰痛で休むと連絡があります。毎年親族会議の日にはいつもです。
ああ、熊沢は違う違う。もっともっと高位の魔女であるぞ。正体知ったら驚くぞ。
Is that explaining why Kumasawa turned into Virgilia? You know, in one of the earlier games, was that 3 or 4? I think that was 3 that it happened in, but I'm not sure off the top of my head. Watching these two have their pleasant chat was another pair with steam rising from their black tea. However, this second pair was in a world that the first couldn't see, where golden roses bloomed.
ロノウェが気を利かせて、同じディンブラとかいう紅茶を入れてくれたぜ。
ディンブラ。It felt as though Beato muttered something. For the first time, it felt as though she had been able to communicate something. Surely she had taken an interest in the black tea and felt like drinking it. Thinking this, Battler took Beato's cup in her hand, making her hold the cup. Beato's eyes trembled sadly, and her fingers shook, almost as though she couldn't even move her fingers as she wanted to, and was mourning the fact that she could no longer enjoy the tea she had once loved by her own power. That's how she looked. So Battler put his hand on Beato's, grabbed hold of the teacup and lifted it to her lips. Then, though it was only a single mouthful, Beato sipped. The days in which they had been in a killing fest with red swords and blue wedges already seemed like the distant past. Now, not only was Beato unable to do that... Is this a new track? It was even difficult for her to make her body do as she pleased. Even just drinking a mouthful of black tea like this was hard.
どうだ、 バラの匂いが素敵な紅茶だよな。口に合うか？
Of course. Beato didn't respond.
どうしちまったんだ。これもまた作戦なんだろ。落ち込んでるふりをして後でバーッと驚かそうって作戦なんだろ。それが狙いならもう二度と同じ手には乗らねえからいい加減にしろ。お前がそんなざまじゃこっちの調子が狂うんだよ。
What a twist. She tried to pull off the same trick again.
そろそろ引っかかったなバーカってバカ笑いしてくれよ。どんなネタもあまり引っ張りすぎると笑えなくなるぞ。二番煎じなら特にな。笑ってくれ。あそこで夏日おばさんとお茶を飲みながらケラケラと笑ってるみたいに。せめていや、
二度とないわ。その子が笑うことはもう二度と。
Those sudden words were exceedingly cruel.
どうして二度となんて言える？ベアトの笑う権利を勝手に奪うな。
あら、赤で言った方がいい？
I shook my head furiously. Then, with an expression that didn't reveal her thoughts in the slightest, Vern Castell spoke while looking at Beato's face. And I didn't understand the words she used in the slightest.
おめでとう。
何がだ？
ベアトがそのざまなのはあなたが勝ったからこその結果だからよ。
何を言ってやがる。
あなたはかつてのゲームで言ったわ。これは互いを苛む永遠の拷問だとね。そうよ、ベアトにとっても拷問だった。そしてその拷問ゲームにあなたは勝ったのよ。だからベアトの魂は殺され、人形同然の屍になり果て
た。俺がベアトを殺したと。
I mean, you kinda did battle her. I don't know if you remember that big ending of the last game, but you kinda did.
勝敗はどちらか一方の勝とうとする意志がくじけた時に決まる。あなたとベアとの戦いという意味においてはすでに前回決着がついていたのよ。まああなたにとっては預かり知れぬうちにだろうけれども。
なら俺の勝利なのにどうしてゲームが終わらない？どうしてこのゲームがまだ続いている？
その子の足首についてる足かせ、ラムダが施したルールなのよ。
Even if Beatrice tries to yield or gets discouraged or gives up, she isn't capable of stepping down from the game. That's the rule. Or maybe it's a curse.
かつてあなたが屈しそうになった時、私はあなたをサポートしたわ。あなたには知覚できないだろうけど、あなたにとって有利な展開とヒントが与えられるように、私だから今あなたはここにこうしていられるのよ。
Vern Castell stared at me. It's true I wasn't aware of it. But just maybe, I was saved by her.
同じようにラムダはベアトをサポートしてるわ。そして今度はベアトが屈しようとしている。だから今度はラムダが屈しないようにサポートしたわ。それが足かせ、投了を許さないことによってベアトをゲーム上救ったわ。
何をどう救ったってんだ。
本来ゲームは2つの終わり方があった。どちらかが負けを認めて投了するか、どちらかがチェックメイトでゲームに勝つか。ベアトはその前者に抵触しかけた。
だからラムダはそれを潰し、敗北をギリギリのところで回避したの。ゲーム上は立派なサポートだわ。
In that case, the only way left for this game to end is for me to win. At the very least, until I do win, this witch called Lambda Delta can probably try to buy time for Beato's condition to turn back around. But that would just prolong Beato's suffering even more. Neither of us want that. Both Beato and I fought with all we had, trying to win. The game repeated several times because we were both giving it everything we could muster. Then that one time, we confronted each other head-on with all of our strength. And then, Beato acknowledged her loss. She said she wanted me to end this game, and entrusted everything to me. So, Berncastell's words are the truth. She said it was my fault that Beato had become a living corpse. That's true. But it's something both of us wanted.
俺たちの勝負はもう決着している。なのにゲームは終わらない。だからベアトは俺に託したんだ。早く勝ってこのゲームを終わらせろってな。
Now that the game has been resolved, for it to continue any further would be torture without end to Beato. Nothing more than a nightmare. I have to give her a perfect checkmate, in this game in the truest sense, and give Beato a peaceful sleep. For that reason, I'll keep fighting. But by continuing the game, Beato's eternal torture will continue. It felt as though I could only let her sleep peacefully, by slowly strangling her to death.
もう俺には真実なんてどうでもいい気がしてきた。ベアトの気が済んだならもうゲームなんてどうでもいいだろ。ベアトは投了した。俺は魔女幻想の真実など捨ておいて家族、それでいいじゃねえか。
If only Lambda Delta hadn't placed the curse of that shackle on her, this battle would be over already. That's why I found it detestable. This game, where I have to torment Beato even more to end it, is detestable.
なに？真実に近づいたら、ベアトが苦しそうな表情を見せるようになったんで、急に手心を加えたくなったの？なら好きなだけ手加減するという。あるいは、ベアトに勝ちを譲ればいい。そして、妹に孤独で悲惨な未来を無限に強い続ければいい。
そういうわけじゃね
え。That's right. I have to return for Angie's sake as well. I know this isn't the time to start feeling compassion for Beato.
ならきっちり殺しなさい。その魔女を。
Even though Beato was right there, Berncastel spoke without holding back.
あなたの目的は、あなたは前回のゲームで、ベアトに壊れて口にしたわ。お前を殺すってね。
ああ、そうかもな。だがそれは、お前にとやかく言われることじゃねえな。
知ってる？爪を剥ぐときはね、一気に剥いでくれた方がマシなのよ。あなたみたいに優しくおっかなびっくりとぐりぐりもたもたと剥がれる方がよっぽど痛い。あなたのしてることの方がよっぽど拷問だと思うけど。慈悲があるなら一気に殺しなさい。それが殺すということよ。
余計なお世話だ。俺がこいつにどう引導を渡すかは俺が決めることだ。お前もあのラムダデルタという魔女も関係ない。俺が他の誰にもそれは許さない。
その意志に変わりがないならいいわ。私はあなたにかけてるのだから。 いいよ。決して忘れないことよ。このゲームに決着をつけない限り、あなたが解放されることは決してない。あなたにだって、このゲームを放棄することは許されないのだから。
わかってな。
ラムダの狙いは分かってる。ベアトと同じように、あなたにも繊維喪失させて、二人とも生き人形にして、この世界を永遠に安定させることよ。そんなの嫌でしょ。私も困るわ。
お前の都合など知ったことか。だが、俺はゲームを捨てない。ベアトとの戦いの責任を放棄しな。
目的が同じで嬉しいわ。そしてそれは躊躇なくその子を殺せるということよね。
そうだ。
I've no way of knowing whether those words eased her pain or hurt her. But because of this dull tingling in my chest, I believe that she must have been hurt. I have no way of knowing what the silent Beato feels. If I believe she's been hurt, is that any different from her being hurt? And if I didn't think I hurt her, would I have been able to get by without hurting anyone?
で、あそこで夏日とお茶を飲んでるベアトだけど、大丈夫よね。
ああ、大丈夫だ。
金蔵の時と同じよ。ベアトリーチェなんて存在しない。あれは魔女の力を借りて危機を乗り越える妙案を思いついたと信じる夏日が生み出した偽りの魔女幻想。二人が並んでお茶を飲んでるように見えるのは、ゲームマスターであり物語の語り手であるラムダデルタがそう解釈しているからなだけよ。夏日に対し一片の愛も持たずに凝視できたなら、そんな幻想が見えたりはしない。だから私の目には夏日が一人ぼっちで黙々と紅茶を飲んでるようにしか見えないわ。
Isn't that depressing? Without love, it cannot be seen. Because love is lacking, it cannot be seen.
あれは夏日が見せている妄想。あそこにベアトリーチェなど存在しない。
Beato mumbled softly. It was a small voice that made it sound like she was in pain. The thorn of burned Castell's truth had stabbed into her chest.
ああ、そうだろうな。お前の推理は正しいと思うぜ。だが、それをベアトの前で口にするな。
どこで口にしたって同じよ。ここはベアトの世界なんだから。
あとはこいつを擁護するわけじゃねえが、夏日おばさんが本当に未知の人物 X、 ベアトリーチェと名乗る人物とこうしてお茶を飲んでる可能性だってあるんだぜ。この光景は1年前のものだろうが、この日の島の人数が赤き真実で示されてるわけじゃない。
そうね。この日の六軒島の人数についてはラムダも赤では語ってないわ。
なら夏日おばさんが本当にベアトリーチェと名乗る女とお茶を飲んだと主張することもできるんだぜ。俺にお前の説を否定できないように、お前だって俺の説を否定できないんだ。だからそこにいるベアトが幻想だと断じることもできないぜ。
ああ、猫箱理論。それベアトには通用したかもしれない。
Everyone loves the cat box theory, don't they?
どうして？
だって夏日はそこで一人ぼっちで紅茶を飲んでるんだもの。
Nice face. Nice face. I like it. There was a violent sound of glass breaking. And the Beato joking about Natsui's newlywed years and laughing happily was erased. A lonely wind blew, and the one person who remained on the bench drinking tea with a tired expression was Natsui Obasan, all alone. Beato groaned. I could see clearly that she was in anguish. Another illusion of the witch had been smashed, calling Beato towards death. In short, this is what the battle to let Beato sleep in peace is all about. A second ago, Bernd Castell likened our fight to the torture of tearing fingernails out. If I have to tear them out anyway, then my last bit of compassion towards Beato should be to minimize that pain. In other words, even if I want to minimize the pain, I still have to cause it. I have to accept that look of anguish on her face. And at the same time, I realized what a merciless thing the Red Truth was. Right now, in this rose garden, there's no one except Natsui Obasan. In other words, there are no observers except for Natsui Obasan. So if that lone observer were to say that she had some tea with Beato, no one should be able to refute that. If no one can refute it, doesn't that mean it's the truth? Natsui Obasan is enjoying the roses and drinking tea together with Beato. How could anyone have the right to mercilessly trample that pleasant moment?
赤き真実はまるでハモだ。
You just figured that one out?
魔女と戦う上で時に推理を切られ時に反撃の武器となる刃物だ。
知ってるわよ。それが何？
ニダリに使うな。刃物は使うべき時に使えば道具だが、悪意を持って使えば狂気でしかない。
Certainly, Natsui Obasan really hadn't really been drinking tea with a witch. However, saying that with the Red Truth probably has nothing to do with our game. Our game is the tale of October 1986. The 2 days of the crime give us more than enough time to injure each other, with our red and blue blades glistening.
これは魔女幻想じゃない。夏日おばさんのプライバシーだ。それを暴く権利なんて誰にもあるものか。
この場に魔女が実在して夏日とお茶を飲んだと認めてほしいの。あなた魔女を否定するんじゃなかったの。
Battler's very wishy-washy on his ideas.
1986年10月4日から5日の2日間のゲームについてはな。だがそのゲーム版の外についてまで俺は魔女の存在を問うつもりはねえぜ。そもそも悪魔の証明により魔女の否定は不可能だ。そしてこのゲームのルールに従い赤でそれを語るのもステイルメイトで禁じ手だ。赤き真実でさえ魔女の存在を否定はできねえんだぜ。
確かにまさかあなたに魔女の存在を語られるとはね。さすがラムだ。バトラーを人間犯人説と魔女がいてもいいという気持ちのうまいこと中間に引っ張り出してきたわ。人間の心を操るのに本当に長けている。私ももっとあなたを応援しないとまずいわね。
お前らなど知ったことじゃない。消えろ。これは俺とベアとのゲームだ。お前たちに私はしない。
嫌よ。
何？
だって私もこのゲーム楽しんでるんだもの。
Bernd Castell disappeared, leaving only that unpleasant laugh behind. After that, all that remained was Natsui, sipping tea all alone. Beato, her hand still on the teacup as she stared blankly at the surface of the liquid. And me.
ベルンカステルにラムダデルタか。ワルギリアはお前の友人と言ってたが、 お前、友人は選ぶべきだったな。いや、むしろ性悪なお前にはお似合いなのか？
Beato didn't answer. Not surprisingly, Battler took Beato's hand, made her hold the cup again and brought it to her lips. Beato made a quiet sound in her throat and drank another gulp. Then, Natsui's lonely tea time ended. That truth which was only Natsui's and observed by no one else had been defiled. In Natsui's world, surely, that tea party, which had been peaceful despite her annoyance at Beato for making fun of her too much, had come to an end, and the two of them had split up. However, in Natsui's exposed truth, she was all alone. Natsui tottered away. On the bench, only a single person's cup remained. It's almost sad, isn't it? Sorry, Natsui. You're not allowed to make up stuff. That's Jessica. I was kind of wondering, you know, because Natsui obviously seems to be in on Kinzo's death. And Cross does as well, though Cross doesn't seem really to... I don't think he knows about the witches, at least that hasn't really been revealed to us if he does or not. But at the very least he does know about Kinzo's death, but Jessica probably doesn't, does she? At least according to what we've seen from the other games, I would imagine, so... Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. As usual, thank you so much for watching, I really appreciate it. And, yeah, I'll see you next time for some more Umineko. Bye!